Good. A pleasure to be here with all of you, and you have already entered your next level just by being here. You see, the power of words are intentional for all of you. So if you were to, let's say, read an article or purchase a book or invest your time, your energy, your focus, your money into learning something, part of the learning begins when you, what you would call, sign up or commit yourself to the thing, to the sentence. So this is why it is also important that you, in some ways, parrot what Lee said, hold the experience of rebirth somewhat lightly on a mental level, particularly while you are still going through it. Try not to make too many assessments of what you are experiencing before you have experienced the whole journey. For this is going to be a journey that's going to zigzag a little for some of you, in a good way. The zigzag will be connected. Every twist and turn you will be taking on this rebirth journey that we will be inviting you to is all connected to the central theme of becoming the next level of yourself, the next version of yourself. And 2024 is going to add rocket fuel to that, unlike any year that any of you will have known. And we say that not to in any way incite fear. In fact, for many of you, 2024 will be somewhat of a relief compared to previous years, because the sensitive among you have felt the pressure cooker over the last few years of the energy. And this is a year where much of that energy starts to burst open, break open. And so there will be a relief as it opens for some of you who have been feeling the tremors underground, shall we say, coming along. There is a sense of relief when things do start to open. So even though your mind may have a few shock moments this year, as you have had in recent years, by the way, nothing that you aren't already prepared for, just, shall we say, slightly more inflated versions, you will also be greatly heartened by how much humanity will play a role this year in the shaping of events. Many of you, understandably, have the fear that you have not been allowed to have a say in the events of recent years. That will not be the case in 2024 and beyond. What you will see this year is a moment where humanity gets to, shall we say, move in on things in a way that you have not yet. And even though some of you question your brothers and sisters' ability to do this on Earth, some of you say, well, this person seems oblivious to this or to that, or they don't seem to care about what we need to do. You will be surprised how much people will change and move and shift when they have to, which is why some of the more, shall we say, dramatic shifts that you have been going through in recent years and that you will see more of this year for sure are necessary to open hearts, open minds, and to pull people out of what we might call the slumber grid. The grid where people can be a little bit asleep and just going round and round in the same old system. Yet, if you are honest with yourself, and if you have been speaking to others on the planet, you will notice that there is a growing discontent in people. And that discontent is a true discontent. It is not just a reactivity, it is a necessary discontent about the way that certain things are being driven. But here is the good news. You are an enormous group. You are an enormous group. And as the consciousness continues to rise in this group, you will see the tipping point start to emerge where consciousness starts to have a greater power than those acts of unconscious or lower consciousness. So, we say all of that to you because some of you can get a little, shall we say, obsessed about what is going to happen next in the world. And in doing so, you forget to focus on the ripe possibilities that are available to you in your world, your personal world. And some of you say, well, no, I need to keep an eye on everything that's going on out there. And we say, yes, but you've completely taken your eyes off yourself. And you've got completely entranced in whatever hypnotic dream you are being told about what's going on out there. And there are many hypnotic dreams right now There are all kinds of different versions of your reality. So those of you that are so convinced that X, Y, or Z is going to happen, you just aren't speaking to the people who are convinced that A, B, and C are going to happen, which are two wildly different versions of reality. Nothing wrong with being so obsessively focused unless it is causing you to shut down rather than open. And so that is what we caution you against. We caution you against losing these precious minutes, hours, and days where you are alive. And the more alive you can become inside and to yourself, not only will your own personal world become more harmonic, become more magnetic, you will manifest and bring to you more aligned people, places, events, things that are part of your path that will feel good to you, by the way. Even those of you that are very non-attached to things, to people, to places, what you like when you see a new level appear in your life is it reminds you of the magic of the universe and the power of your soul to create and experience what we might call the magical on earth. The magical is any area that connects you to consciousness, spirit, the connection of everything. Hi everyone, there is still time to join me and my group for Rebirth 2024. It's the 7th year that I have run this annual transformation course, and January is such a potent time to have this experience. For those of you who are busy in January or you're not sure you can take the course during that time, no need to worry. We have live broadcasts and pre-recorded broadcasts, but you get lifetime access to the whole thing. So if you feel like joining and being a part of the worldwide group energy to enter your next level, because that's the focus for Rebirth this year, please join us. Entering your next level is personal to each of us. Some of us might be really looking at areas of our personal life that we need to lean into or improve or take up a level. Others might be really ready to serve the world in a bigger way, and that's how you will focus the material from Rebirth. So Rebirth is channeling, music, energy teaching, meditations, worksheets, all kinds of different material that you can use to rebirth yourself in a joyous and free way. So hope to see you there.